Hey guys, welcome back to the Arsenal career mode on FIFA 20. We are finally in the January transfer window once again. We are pretty much halfway through the season and it's time to decide if there's any changes I want to make to this squad. And it's really difficult because, as you know, I'm really happy with it. Honestly, I don't need to do anything, but of course it is exciting. It's career mode. You want to bring in players, try new players out, and there might be a couple of players that maybe I'm not enjoying so much. A few players that are getting older now as well, so you've got to think about that. But honestly, this first team, I don't see it changing. If anything, we're going to be bringing in players that can fill up the numbers on the bench and the reserves. Of course, we've lost Socrates, so I am thinking of bringing in a centre-back, and I'm also thinking of bringing a left winger. I don't know, it's so difficult because I've got Nelson, I've got Martinelli, but really I'm playing Aubameyang as my left winger, and it's not ideal. I want a world-class left winger. We did it with Pepe in real life, and it hasn't made a difference just yet, but I think it will. Having just an outlet on the wings is so important these days, and Aubameyang, although he can do the job, it isn't working. So I think that is possibly the only position that I might change within the first team if I'm going to. And then, of course, a centre-back. Now, in terms of players that I want to get rid of, I'm not really feeling Nketiah. He's a bit clunky in this game. And I've got Marlon, who I would rather use as a striker than Nketiah. And also Martinelli. I would rather use him as a striker than Nketiah. So I'm thinking we sell Nketiah, bring in a left winger, and then, of course, we bring in a centre-back. So I think that's what I want to do. First, I'm going to focus on the left winger position. I think that's the most exciting and the position I really want to change. I think even if I didn't sign a centre-back, I would be okay, but I think it's safe that we should, in case we do, at one point, maybe have two injuries to two centre-backs. Who knows? So we've got Gnabry there, we've got Carrasco, we've got Zaha, and we have Fraser. Three of these players were actually linked with Arsenal in the summer before we signed Pepe, so they kind of make sense. And then, of course, we've got Gnabry just because, I mean, since that game against Tottenham, it's a dream of mine to get him back. And I know I did it in FIFA 19 and he was incredible. So although I kind of feel like I've already done it, I really wouldn't mind doing it again because he's the best here. There's no doubt about it. He's 86 rated. He's got the best stats for sure. I converted them all to left wingers, by the way. So Fraser is actually a left mid, I believe, in the game. He's at Inter Milan, by the way, which is a weird one. Zaha was a left mid as well. I've just made them all left wingers because that's the position I want them to play in. So just in case it looks different to the players that you would see. Carrasco is also a left mid, not a left winger. But in terms of prices, we're looking at 61.2 million for Gnabry. That's his release clause. We've got a minimum, I'd say, of 60 million on Carrasco. So pretty much the same price. Zaha, we're probably going to be able to get him for 40, 45, maybe. And Fraser would be just £19.5 million because of that release clause. I mean, that is an absolute steal. But is bringing in Ryan Fraser going to push me up to the top? Is it going to get me into a Champions League final? I don't think so. I think I see a future of Marlon at striker, Gnabry on the left and Pepe on the right. But of course, right now it's Lacazette. He's the main striker. But if I was to do another 5 years, then of course this is what we would be going with because Lacazette would eventually drop and Marlon would take over. But Gnabry, still only 25 years old. He's 86 rated. And I'm going to be honest, guys. I want him. I really do. I love Gnabry in this game and I want to bring him back. So the other players are all fun, but I want to go with him. And I think sometimes as a creator, I've just got to go with my gut. I have to play the game and I want to enjoy it as much as possible, and it'll be just as good for you guys no matter who I sign, really, isn't it? It's just a player. We're going to go ahead and negotiate after paying that release clause, and hopefully we can bring him back. He will have the number 7 shirt. But here we go. Gnabry, man, I'm so excited. I cannot wait. Let's try and get him for as cheap as possible. We're, of course, going to offer him a crucial squad role. And I think that's absolutely more than fair. He goes in ahead of Aubameyang. He's the same rating as Aubameyang. Pretty mental. You could probably get away with playing him up front if you really wanted to as well, or even as a central attacking midfielder. How many years? Let's try 5. I think he's going to come back and say 4. No? Okay, he'll take 5. I think, genuinely, I know he's too good for Arsenal nowadays, potentially. I think he would come back, though. I think he would love to come back and play for Arsenal at some point, but who knows? Let's go ahead and accept that. We don't need a release clause. So he's on 160k per week. We can probably get him less. Yeah, he's asking for 140, but he does want a massive sign-on fee and a huge goals bonus. So we're going to take that out. I'm going to offer him slightly more here. We're going to give him 1.5 million. I mean, I've got so much money to spend, and I'm going to up this to 150k. That makes him almost the highest paid player at the club. I think he'll accept this. At least I would hope so, even though he took out a 3 million bonus. And there it is. Gnabry, oh my God, we've got him back. Welcome back to Arsenal, and we have some great times ahead. As I said, we will be giving him the number 7 shirt. So let's do that now. Oh, there we go, the new number 7. And of course, because we paid the release clause, we were not able to maybe offer Nketiah. I think Bayern might have taken him, you know. But we are going to put him on the transfer list. He is expiring in 6 months, but of course he cannot be signed for free because he's not 23 or more. So I've got no risk of losing him for free. I should get a relatively decent offer for him. How much is he actually worth? 10.5 million. So let's say I can get 15 million for Nketiah, even though I'm sure he's worth a lot more than that in real life. But I would probably take that. So Nketiah has just come up to me and said that he's glad that I've put him up for sale. Interesting. So clearly he never thought he would get much time here. We're going to go with... Oh, it's so cruel, isn't it? Good riddance, as if you're going to say that. I think I'm going to go with, just in case we don't sell him, I'm just going to go with I'm just exploring. Holding wants to play in the next game, so I've considered his request. That game is an FA Cup game, the round 3 tie against Sheffield Wednesday, which, of course, we're going to be using the second team. We do have some seriously good talent in this side, and they've gone ahead and smashed them 3-0. Valerie got a red card, though. That's a little bit of a shame. And I'm surprised Smith Rowe is taking penalties when I've got Marlon in the team. That is interesting. Let me take a look at Smith Rowe's penalties because maybe he's got really high penalties. I don't know. Is it in this one? No, penalties. 68 compared to 65. So he's clearly got the highest penalties in the team. Wow, I'm really surprised. I thought Marlon would definitely beat him. But I've just realised a few other players now starting to really grow quickly. Smith Rowe 74, Saka 76, even Valerie's gone up to 76 now. Chambers is almost 80. I mean, this second team is actually incredibly strong. It's good enough, at least I would say, for top 8 in the Premier League, maybe top 10. I don't think it would struggle. I don't think it'd be involved in a relegation battle, for example. Both Aubameyang and Holding were very pleased. Although Aubameyang didn't play. Why is he... I don't know. Let's say I'm proud of you. I think maybe he was subbed on. I didn't actually check that. But there you go. Valerie has got a suspension. Now, I'm leaving a few centre-backs in my head. I'm going to come back to them. I want to focus on this next game first. And we will revisit the transfer window shortly. Do I stay with Saliba and Guendouzi? Yeah, why not? They're still relatively low rated compared to some of the other players in the team. So I think it makes sense to keep them in training. They're both very good players. But yeah, typically in transfer windows, I just do it all really early. And I think sometimes it's nice to break it up. We're going to look at some centre-backs after this game against Man City. I've got one in my head. You remember Zech Medley? I actually sold him. I kind of want him back. I'm interested to see what rating he is. I believe when we sold him, he was 68, maybe 69 rated. So if he's at least 72, 73, maybe he would be worth investing in again and bringing him back. But let's take on Man City here in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. And I believe the other leg going on right now, that's the wrong one. We want to go to standings. The other leg is, wow, we could have had Lincoln City or Crystal Palace maybe. That would have been considerably easier. But we're going to, of course, go for it here. We want to win this silverware. Even though it's the Carabao Cup, it's still silverware. Look at that glorious stadium. I know the Etihad doesn't have the greatest reputation for having all of the fans turning up and it selling out every game. But you can't deny it is a pretty good looking stadium. Now, I'm giving Gnabry his second Arsenal debut. He will be playing down that left wing with Aubameyang through the middle. Looks like City are going with a strong team. Is that Jesus? Okay, interesting. Toliso's in there. Rodri, De Bruyne, Stones is there. They've got Sane and Bernardo Silva on the wings. It's a full-strength City team, and that's good to see. This will be a very interesting and difficult game. What a save. What a save from Leno. City have made a good start. This is their second corner already. De Bruyne whips it in, and Saliba clears it somehow. I don't know how he managed to get so much power on that. Here's Gnabry for the first time. I'm going to pass that inside to Aubameyang. Back in for Gnabry. That's a lucky deflection. Through for Tierney now. Maddison's in the box. Can we pick him out? Yes, we can. Finish it, please. Yes. I thought I screwed it up. But there we go, guys. Assist from Tierney. Gnabry walks off. He's upset he didn't get the assist. It's a lovely cross. Maddison unmarked. That's a terrible first shot. Luckily, Ederson spilled it. Maddison again here. Goes for the shot. A little bit wide this time. Sane's in here. Pepe's getting back. It's a good cross though. Longley has to deal with it. Can Maddison win the header? He can. Now here's Gnabry on the counter. What do we do with this? I think we give it to Pepe. It's a lovely ball. He should keep that in. Please keep that in. Yes. Nicely done. Flick it inside. Edge of the box for Maddison. To Gnabry. Go on. Oh, if only that made it through. Just imagine if he scored. Well, despite winning the game, I would say City have been on top. They've had a lot of the ball, but they've not really done anything with it. And I think that's going to be half-time. There's only 2 minutes added on. Actually, 2 minutes from where? There's only been one goal. But we're winning the game. Can't really complain. And it's been a good debut for Gnabry so far. I would still love to get him on the score sheet, though. They've just brought on Rakitic. How is he not starting? Then again, they do have an incredible midfield. I can see why that would be a little bit difficult. What a signing that is, though. Rakitic, unbelievably good player over the years. Oh, that's a poor touch from Aubameyang. This one-goal lead does not feel very secure, but right now, I'm winning the game. That's all that matters, right? Try and get a tackle in here. Get that out. Oh, Gnabry's taking him out. He's going to get a yellow card for that. Seems a little harsh. Let's make some changes anyway. I'm feeling like maybe some fresh legs in midfield will give us some help here. So Torreira's going to come in. And so is Ceballos. Two central midfielders coming in. And I'm thinking Marlon up top for Aubameyang. I'm not going to take off Gnabry. I still really would like to get him a goal. A dream second debut for him. And there's the three changes there. Also bringing in Otamendi. Swapping out a defender for another defender. It's an interesting one. Decent cross. No, actually, never mind. It was terrible. Oh, what a ball. Oh, that was unbelievable. What can I say? De Bruyne, masterclass. He's so good, man. I would love De Bruyne in this team. Can you imagine that? Oh, incredible. He is, without doubt, one of the best players in FIFA 20. You should definitely try him out. Well done, Gnabry. In behind Cancelo here. Gonna have to keep running, I think. Go on the edge of the box. What a ball for Ceballos. Yes! He's done it! He's done it. Ceballos, that's his first touch since he came on. And it could be the winning goal, unless there's a second leg. Wait, hang on. Is there a second leg? Honestly, I lose track of all the different competitions and whether or not there's extra time and whatever. It doesn't matter. Just win this game. Here is Ceballos with the finish. Oh, it goes through the goalkeeper and the centre-back there. Right. Hold on to this lead. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Get it out. Oh, my... What is going on? No! Just freaking clear it. Oh, my God. That was too close. I didn't enjoy that. There's 20 seconds left. Blow the whistle. Yes. Right, is there another leg? Or am I through to the final? If I'm through to the final, I could be playing probably Crystal Palace, but it could be Lincoln. Let's see if we are through to the final or if there is a second leg. I'd be very interested. No, I think that's it. We're into the final. Wait, are we? No. So, why did I just get points in the top right corner, those stupid EASFC points for reaching a final when I'm not in the final? I don't know. Here's the Premier League table, by the way. For those of you who haven't seen it recently, we are currently 6 points clear. So, that's pretty tasty. That's not too bad. And our next game is Norwich at home. So, pretty sure they're in the relegation zone, right? They are in 18th place. So, I'm going to use my first team, simulate the game. I'm pretty sure This will be 4-1. I'm going to go 4-1. Okay, a 2-0. Lacazette gets both goals in that one. Into our next game now. We have Brighton away from home. Gnabry making his second debut in the Premier League. And actually, he's in already here. This could be great. Finish it. Finish it. Oh my God. Within 5 minutes, it is done and dusted. And there is the classic celebration. I've got no idea what it's called, but it's cool. And everyone knows Gnabry does that when he scores. Lovely assist from Lacazette. And Brighton find themselves 1-0 down after just 5 minutes. It's not looking good for them. Oh, that's a good ball. I think Bellerin's going to get there, though. Nicely done. That's the beauty of having Bellerin, Tierney, even Saliba and Longley. They're all pretty damn quick, you know. They can really get me out of some sticky situations. Guendouzi's in here. Can he finish it? Off the bar. Come on, Pepe. Finish it. Go on. Oh, it's off the bar again. We've hit the bar twice in 1 minute. Wow, that's unreal. Gnabry could be in again. He is. And the defender cannot keep up with him. It's an exact repeat of the first goal. Yes, it is. He's so good. It is unbelievable. Even with the latest updates to the difficulty of the game, when you get a player like him who's just so quick, it's often going to end in a goal, isn't it? As long as their finishing is decent, and his finishing is very decent. That's 2 goals on his Premier League second debut. Oh, look at the space for Guendouzi. Brighton absolutely shambolic. Almost 3-0. I think that's going to be it. There we go. Half time. Honestly, Brighton, I think this has been the easiest game so far. They really have not offered anything going forward. And at the back, they've been terrible as well. Look at Gnabry, man. 2 shots, 2 goals. Brilliant. 100% conversion rate. Oh, there we go. Go on. Great first touch. Lacazette is in. Can he finish it? Was that not a foul? I'm pretty sure he clipped my leg there, but maybe not. We've got another corner coming in here. By the way, has anyone else got that glitch where the camera just cuts in every time you take a corner? Honestly, they fix one thing and break another 5. That's how it feels with EA patches. There we go. Another chance here for Lacazette. Turns back, hits it. There we go, 3-0. Yeah, easy. Just end the game now. There's no point playing the rest of this second half. It's just going to get worse for Brighton. Poor guys. No way. Oh my God. If that went in, I would have been going absolutely mental about right now. Torreira with the cross in. Can't win any headers from corners though. Oh, we've got it back here though. Guendouzi with the strike, but it's a save by Ryan there. Running out of time here to get Gnabry his hat-trick. He's passed it through for Tierney. Honestly, I don't care about getting a 4th goal. Only if it's Gnabry, all right? That's the plan here. He's made it through. Can you finish it from here? Oh, it was saved. It was definitely on target, but that is going to be the end of this game. What a second Premier League debut that was for Gnabry. Would have been amazing for him to take home the ball, but it is what it is. A 3-0 victory against Brighton, and arguably the easiest game of the season so far. I didn't struggle at all. We're going to end the episode with the post-match interview, and Gnabry was the hero today. He was indeed. An impressive performance from Gnabry. Now, when we signed him, he was actually unhappy. He's already happy. That's the difference. Just a couple of goals makes. It really is incredible. Yep, and there it is. Unbeaten in the league. Honestly, we have what it takes. Why not? Oh, look at that. He's very happy now. That's what we want to do. Clearly not at your level. Don't be mean to Brighton. Honestly. Keep trying. Best of luck to Brighton, but against Arsenal, there was no chance today unless I was playing badly. And to be fair, that was one of my best performances in a long time. So that is going to be it for this episode. We will finish off the transfer window in tomorrow's episode. We'll play the second leg against Man City. We have this game against Bournemouth. What else is going on this month? Let's have a look. We've got Everton and then obviously the other Man City game as well. Now, I don't think I'm going to make any other signings as big as Gnabry, but I am still looking to bring in a centre-back, so leave your comments down below. I don't want anyone that's more than 78 rated. I want him to be my 5th choice centre-back, because that's what Socrates was. I don't want to change out any of the others. So if you can think of any centre-backs that will probably be around 75 rated by now, maybe Zech Medley is a good option. We'll take a look at him in the next episode. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, by the way. You can send me suggestions on there. It's just @MGH. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel and make sure you leave a like, and I will see you in the next episode very soon.